Hey, what's going on, you guys? Where you guys to another one take review? It's your boy Big Dog back with a review for Dragon Ball Super Manga Chapter 61, Vegeta Reborn. Now, I've calmed down. If you guys see my reaction from yesterday, well, let's just say I wasn't happy. Okay? No! No! Why would you do that? Oh, man! No! Damn it! But I've calmed down. I've reread the chapter a few different times, and I'm thinking, okay, maybe things aren't as bad as they seem. Now, granted, they all seem pretty bad because I'm a Vegeta fan. She's my favorite character in all of media. Okay, so I was super excited. I think everybody was super excited about this chapter. One, we all heard about this new technique that Vegeta's using. He's gonna get, and he's like, okay, is it a power up? What is it compared to like Ultra Instinct? Like everything like that is going on. The chapter dropped 2 days early, so it's like everybody was excited. It apparently was trending on Twitter. I'm currently like not on social media right now, so I didn't get to see everything everybody was saying. But I did get to see some. So people sent me a couple tweets that people were sharing, and a lot of them was just people happy yet mad at the same time because they kind of tired of the same things, which I have to agree with. But like I said, after like further investigation, I guess you could say, I'm not as mad. Now the chapter starts off with Vegeta attacking Moro, and he's clearly not strong enough. Moro's like, yeah, you've increased your strength quite a bit since the last time we fought, but you're still not strong enough. So what are you doing? Just stop this nonsense. Let me go ahead, like, get my meal off of you or whatever and go on about my business. But as the fight progresses, we start seeing Vegeta starts dodging attacks, start landing more blows, and Moro's starting to actually feel the effects, and nobody actually knows what's going on. Goku kind of got a clue, but then the fight continues, and Vegeta ends up nailing Moro in the side, in the ribs, and we see the key leaving Moro. At first, I thought like was he putting the key in him, and to like later on maybe explode or something, but like no, it was key getting kicked out of Moro. We find out the technique called Force Spirit Fission. All right. It tears apart things that were combined through fusion or absorption. And since Moro got mostly all of his energy from absorption, Vegeta, this is the perfect technique to use against him, okay? Stands like, it is the perfect thing to use against a character like Moro. So as the fight continues, Vegeta's like even tells Piccolo, hey, those Namekians like you fused with a while ago, I can tell that part out of you. So he's even like Kami and Nail. Granted, they won't have an actual physical body to go back to, but like he can take them out. Or no, that is wrong. If he attacks Piccolo, since they were combined, they will literally go back into them to like their regular cells. Now the other people who were absorbed just by Moro grabbing their energy just goes back to them. But like even like let's say if he fought, granted it can't happen, but like I'm just saying like no Gotenks or something like that. He fought them, he lands a blow, those two chunks of Goten split up. So it's like a perfect technique for stuff like that. Don't know how it would necessarily go against somebody who's just naturally strong. I wonder, and I'm pretty sure we'll get to see it later on, but that's the only disadvantage to this new ability. This ability works specifically for Moro. And Vegeta, at this point now, Moro's energy is gone quite a bit, and like Vegeta wrecks him. He pretty much like wrecks him, and we start seeing all the energy leave, like going back to the Namekians. The excuse to why the Namekians are still able to get their energy back, that didn't make a lot of sense to me. It was like something about the Dragon Balls protecting them, but I thought once the person who created the Dragon Balls die, the Dragon Balls go away. So I don't necessarily know how that made a lot of sense. That was the only weird thing to me about this chapter that I kind of need a little bit more explanation to his own. And so Vegeta does what Vegeta does. Pretty confident. You know what I'm saying? He's beating the hell out of Moro. But like his whole thing was, to me, he could have defeated Moro easier, but I felt like he just like, hey, I have to get all of this energy out of him. And we saw that he was only doing that with physical attacks. So apparently you have to be touching the person in order for this technique to work. So he's not hitting Moro every which way. Moro's throwing up every bit of energy he has. So everything's good. And this is my favorite part of this chapter. I have to say my favorite part of this chapter, as much as I love seeing Vegeta like just be Vegeta, was the part where it turned it seemed like it focused on Goku and Piccolo for a moment, and it talked about how, hey, there's a chance like this guy. I mean, do you see, like, did you expect Vegeta to become this? And he's like, what do you mean? Like, this guy once upon a time came to invade the earth and pretty much like kill everybody. And like he's done terrible things, and now he's here to save the universe and just protect this planet from Moro. Like the guy's grown so much, and people are like, hey Goku, that's because of you, because he met you. And Goku's like, I just want to fight strong people. Goku says that, but that wasn't the case when Vegeta came to Earth. When Vegeta came to Earth, Goku wasn't just wanting to fight strong people. He had to protect the Earth because he knew if he didn't, well, Vegeta probably was gonna kill everybody, and then, you know what I'm saying, use Dragon Balls and be immortal, and it was not gonna be good for anybody. Okay, so it was just this. It was just that. It reminded me, and I said this in my reaction. It reminded me of that moment when Vegeta was watching Goku fight Kid Buu, and that's when Vegeta like had that admitted like, yeah, Kakarot, you the best. You know what I'm saying? This gave me that same feeling where it was like two people, like him and Piccolo, have a certain like respect for each other. It's not that you'll never catch them hanging together, but they just have a certain respect for each other. And like, of course, Goku, like, much as he don't want to admit it, like that's his main man. So them just watching this, just talking about how much he's grown, that was it was some of the best and most well written stuff I've seen from Akira Toriyama in so long. Okay, which I think this whole chapter contains stuff like that. So, and it's just that moment of just everybody's just talking about, hey, he's making up for his sins and everything. So, and then Vegeta asked Jaco, hey, do you want me to get rid of this guy? Like, of course. We couldn't kill him because we had nobody strong enough to do it at the time. Even though they actually did, but they didn't know. And then Vegeta does this look. And at that moment, I said to myself, if you watch, you can watch my reaction. I was like, oh, I've seen this before. It just reminded me of Resurrection F, when he was about to kill Frieza, and Frieza blows up the planet, and then he goes to go back in time, and Whis goes back in time, and then Goku ends up being the person to kill Frieza. It just reminded me of that all over again, for a good reason. It's a reason. Everything Vegeta did to this chapter, it was like new, but at the same time, it's kind of still the same old formula. Like hey, you're finna fight me, and then he fights, and he gets the upper hand, and then eventually something happens, they catch him off guard, and boom. So that's exactly what happens. But before that, Moro tells Vegeta, you don't think you're going to hell? You don't think you're going to hell? And Vegeta says something that the dialogue for Vegeta, matter of fact, just the dialogue in general for this chapter was amazing. When I die, naturally I'm bound for hell. At the end of the day, I'm a villain. I've been prepared for for the consequences for quite some time. Vegeta, in his mind, still believes, hey, granted, I'm trying to do better and I'm trying to atone for my sins, but I know I've done wrong, and I know what awaits me in the afterlife. But until then, I'm going to do the best I can for the world. It's great stuff, which is mind-boggling when you get to the end of the chapter. It's like there's so many different things you do but I've always said it. Vegeta's character development is the best character development in all of anime. not only all of anime, it's like especially Dragon Ball Z, which is like this was like a devoted chapter to Vegeta, which once again, once we get to the end, it's gonna be like that doesn't make sense to do that this chapter. Nonetheless, Moro says, I have no intention of going ahead. I'll be too busy ruling over this galaxy for all eternity. Vegeta's like, I ain't got time for that. He said, you have no power left. He said, but I still have my magic, which is a trump card that I cannot get mad at because it makes sense. Z fighters, and they are used to strength. But with Moro, it's more than that. And that's where the trump card lies with him. It's his magic. He disappears, well, just basically doesn't disappear, he just creates like a little flash, so he can jump up. And the person I completely and totally forgot about, 7-3. A person who's already absorbed some of Moro's abilities because Moro told him to. And apparently, now listen, RP that boy Shimarika, Shimareka, whatever they call him. Little short guy. He got killed for nothing. Po dude. 7-3 is absorbed by Moro. Now here's the thing that I think a lot of people are probably wondering. Like, well, if he absorbed 7-3 and got this new form and everything, and he absorbed 7-3, now he's stronger. Everybody like, okay, why is he stronger? This Dragon Ball Z. I don't know necessarily why he's stronger. I guess because he probably had 7-3 had some stuff stored up. Like, he basically had his ability stored. He had a lot of things stored for him. Now, not only before I get to Moro. Well, kind of before I get to Moro. The reason Vegeta was able to land those blows in the beginning, and so his the Force Spirit Fission, the Force Spirit Fission would work in the first place, was because Moro was underestimating him and allowing Vegeta to attack him. Moro was always stronger than Vegeta. He was stronger than Vegeta. He was stronger than Goku. Now he's even stronger. So, like you see it, like in the beginning of this chapter, when Vegeta first attacks, his blows are landing, and well, it's not his blows aren't landing, but like he's attacking and it's not doing nothing to Moro. So the more he attacked him, the more energy Moro was losing, and he didn't realize it. That's when Vegeta was able to start attacking more, and Moro got weaker, and Vegeta was able to now he just it's free range on him. But once he absorbed 7-3 and knocked, he's like, yo, I guess we don't know exactly what happened in the L, but I can assume that, hey, Moro's stronger. This time, I'm not going to let this guy attack me. I'm going to knock him out right now because this guy is the most dangerous person here. If he attacks me, if I let him attack me, I lose 7-3 because it was obtained from absorption. He would lose 7-3 and he'd be back to being weak, and Vegeta would probably kill him then. So Vegeta is the biggest threat to Moro, so that's why he takes Vegeta out. Thing that still gives me hope about this, but the things that give me hope about this is kind of how the chapter ends, and that's how you see Goku, Gohan, Piccolo, and Jaco standing there. You don't see Vegeta. Goku said, Vegeta, are you all right? Vegeta didn't answer, which I think is a good sign for Vegeta fans like me, because I feel like the main fight isn't over. I feel like it's just kind of getting started. And most times villains go through more than one transformation, especially on Dragon Ball Z. So this probably is Moro's final form. But we also have to consider a few different things. Moro now has 7-3 ability where he can take other people's abilities, right? Think about this. Now, granted, as great as it probably would have been for Vegeta to win this chapter, and I think I would have loved it. Okay, there's no point in me lying. I would have loved it. I personally would have preferred if they took the last part of this chapter and maybe put it in the next one. So you give Vegeta this whole chapters and not give us, hey, he's winning then and then he loses in the end like we're so accustomed to seeing. I would have just want at least a month of knowing like, hey, Vegeta did something good instead of him being knocked out. But check this out. Moro is now a serious threat. Reason being, he's stronger than them. He's stronger and faster than them. He's able to absorb energy, and he's able to steal people's techniques. Like I said, as great as it would have been for Vegeta to win now, imagine this. Imagine Moro steals Goku's ability to use Ultra Instinct, uses Ultra Instinct, and then fights Vegeta. And Vegeta beats Moro while he is using Ultra Instinct. That is how you end it. Because to me, there's no way. I don't care what anybody says. I don't think the fans will be satisfied unless Vegeta gets this dub. A solo one too, not some of that. Hey, I don't want to see no Gogeta. I don't want to see none of that. I don't want to see Beerus interfere. I don't want to see Whis interfere. I don't want to see Mirrors. None of that. I need Vegeta to get this dub because now Moro is legitimately a big bad. Like at first he was a threat, now he's the big bad. Okay, so I think there's still hope. I don't know if it's going to happen. I also like, me personally, I like the new design, the new transformation. You know what I'm saying? It looks a little bit more sinister. But it also kind of looks more or less in the lines of like the villains we're used to seeing. But I enjoy it. I think it was, if this ends with Vegeta getting the win, I think him being knocked out means nothing. Because I think what the thing is already the manga's already done with this chapter and previous chapters is set up who Vegeta is and like how far he's come. So for all that to actually mean something at the end will hit that much more. Granted, it could have happened this chapter, but it's Dragon Ball Z. How many times the villain actually just lose immediately? How many times in Dragon Ball Z have you seen a hero come and just completely like get it over with immediately? Even when Gohan with Super Saiyan 2, like he whooped Cell. Cell tried to blow the planet up. Goku had to leave. Cell came back. Gohan got his arm injured and then had to like reach down deep. Like it never just, oh, this happened. It's well, then again, when Goku went Super Saiyan, that's probably one time. When Goku went Super Saiyan, that was pretty much a wrap. All right. Other than that, but like for the most part, they always like have something else happen. Okay, Goku goes Super Saiyan against Majin Buu, he can maintain it. Gotenks go Super Saiyan 3, it still loses. Like it's multiple. This is the time. This is what Dragon Ball Z is, okay, and Super. So it's not really bothering me too much because I know there's still more story to tell. But now I'm just more anxious because I don't know how it ends. Does it end with Vegeta getting this dub, or do we end up seeing more of what we've seen for the past 20, 30 years? Okay, but I actually believe that this was done in order to make the effect of the win that much bigger. Then that's just my opinion, but who knows? You guys let me know what you thought about this chapter down in the comments. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching the vid. Hope you guys are staying safe. I'll catch up with you later. Peace.